बहुत धन्यवाद. Shri Suresh Prabhu, we have allotted time is 2 hours for the bill.
Yes.
On the Energy Conservation Bill 2000.
Madam, the government introduced the Energy Conservation Bill before the Parliament some time back, and then this bill was referred to the Standing Committee of the Parliament. Madam, we are all aware, and we are also discussing this even this morning during the question hour, that we are really short of energy in the country. The shortages of energy throughout the country are really colossal. In fact, madam, all the parts of the country are suffering from commercial energy shortage, whether it's the east part or the north part or the west part or the south part, and therefore generating more and more energy is required. At the same time, it is also important that while we must generate more energy, it is also necessary that we must conserve energy. It is not enough that we keep on meeting our energy requirement by just adding more capacity. It is also required that we must conserve, make use of what resources are available with us, and that's the reason why government thought it imperative to introduce an energy conservation bill. Madam, you are aware that despite the best effort that we have made, India continues to be one of the high energy consuming country in the world, despite the fact that the per capita consumption of energy in India is one of the lowest in the world. If you really look at the energy efficiency of India, if you compare it with Japan, it is 3.7 times higher than Japan, or if you compare with USA, it is 1.5 times higher. And therefore, for many reasons, we really need to have an energy conservation as a mission, as a program that all the parties, all the people in the country must pursue. To provide a legal framework to this initiative, we thought that we must introduce a proper bill in the Parliament, and that's how the bill has been introduced. Madam, there is one estimate which says that the potential to conserve energy in India is as high as 23%. In fact, manufacturing itself can save as much as 30%. Agriculture can save as much as 25%, and the commercial and industrial, the household sector can save as high as another 25%. And therefore, we have now decided that each of these consumers who consume more power, if it is manufacturing sectors, 5 megawatt and above, if it is other sector, then 500 kV and above will be designated as designated customers. And those designated customers then would be subjected to energy audit. The energy audit will bring out the potential for energy conservation, and then once implementation of this report would bring out and save the energy substantially. Madam, we are also proposing that there should be more and more consumption standardization and labeling for some of the household equipments like air conditioners, for geysers, for heaters, for microwave ovens, and other household equipments which are mainly energy guzzlers. And therefore, we are proposing two-phase approach. One is the labeling to begin with, which will create an awareness, a mandatory labeling. So when a consumer buys a product, he is making an informed choice that this particular equipment is probably going to consume more energy than what is required. Also, there will be mandatory requirements for all these to reduce the energy consumption over a period of time. Madam, we are also proposing an energy consumption building code for some of the newly coming buildings in the country. We are aware that mass housing schemes are being launched. Many household housing complexes are coming up. So if they follow an energy efficient code for building, because you are aware, I saw one building which is constructed by Terry, which is not very far from here, and I will request my colleagues in the Parliament to please pay a visit to find out that that building doesn't have any air conditioning facility, and it has much better ambience than one of the best constructed buildings using more energy. And therefore, if you can introduce a code like this will also bring down consumption in a significant way. Madam, as I said, when this bill was referred to the Standing Committee of Parliament, we received a very good support from all the honourable members who are the members of that committee. And they made as many as 32 very useful recommendations. I am very happy to say that we have accepted all the 32 recommendations. In fact, some of the recommendations, we have accepted all. Some of the recommendations I am now introducing as official amendment. Some of the recommendations we are incorporating in rules that will be framed because they do not require a change in the law itself. And some of them will be introducing through administrative actions. But I have accepted all recommendations, and in fact, I am very happy to say that the entire House was almost unanimous to introduce a bill like this. Madam, I would also like to add, which is not even part of the recommendation of the Standing Committee, that we do not intend to introduce an Inspector Raj, because we do not want that the enforcement of this law should be made in a manner that will create more hardship for the people whose premises are going to be searched or who are going to be subjected to some verification. So therefore, we are also proposing that there should be self-regulatory organization. They should be set up, and this self-regulatory organization themselves will regulate on their own, because saving energy is also making good commercial sense. So therefore, I think we have decided to follow this path, and I now request this Honourable House to pass this bill unanimously. Thank you.